Hello, Helena. We're glad you're joining us for today's version of our Partner Spotlight. And today, as a special guest, we have Razul, who is from Kyrgyzstan. And we are going to spend a little time talking with Razul about his experience as a student here in Helena for the past year. And just get to know a little about his home country, Kyrgyzstan, and how his experience has been. So let me begin by letting Razul introduce himself and tell us a little about your home country, and we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Rasul. I'm an exchange student from Kyrgyzstan. So Kyrgyzstan is a country that is located in Central Asia, close to China, basically, among those all the stands. So I came to US by an exchange program called FLEX. This is a US Department program run by funded by the State Department. It stands for Future Leaders Exchange.
Oh, very
So the
nice.
main idea of the program is to share ideas, develop cool ideas that can benefit both countries in the future. So yeah.
Great. And remind me, Razul, I know you're not the only FLEX student we have here in Helena this year. How many FLEX students were there?
So there are two FLEX students, and there is kind of the same program, but called YES.
Okay.
But YES is FLEX programs are the programs for post-Soviet countries.
Okay.
YES is kind of the same, but not the same countries, basically.
I see.
Yeah. So there are 3 students with the same program.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are there other students in Montana?
If I'm not mistaken, there are 13 students in Montana.
Oh,
currently.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, Razul, we can talk. I want to talk about some things you've learned and things like that. But tell us a little bit about. You've gotten to do a little bit of traveling over the course of the year. Tell us where you've gotten to travel to.
So I'm so lucky to have my beautiful host family that lets me go, takes me places, lets me see, basically lets me broaden my horizon.
Sure. And let me mention, for the folks that watch our United Way Spotlight weekly, Emily McVeigh is one of your host parents. So you've been staying with the McVeighs. And so when you talk about your host family, it's someone that our viewers will be very familiar with. So, sorry, let me let you get back to where you've been.
Okay, let's just count like this, right?
Okay, sure.
So the last place I've been to, it was Yellowstone.
Oh,
I
very
traveled
nice.
there with my host family, saw beautiful places, got to experience that true Montana experience, basically.
Yeah.
And saw those, looks weird, but really fascinating places, those Old Faithful,
The mud pots.
all the stuff, basically.
Yeah.
And then I got the chance to travel to San Francisco with the program for the reentry. So yeah, I went to Golden Gate Bridge, experience just like from those movies and everything.
Yeah.
Got the chance to go to lots of places. So I went to Denver for the program thing, and I went to Washington, D.C.
Oh, very nice.
for the week. Yeah.
Very nice. Was that a part of your FLEX program?
Yeah, that was a part of the. It's called Civic Educational Workshop.
Very nice.
So we spent a week in D.C., exploring D.C., making new connections with other exchange students, So FLEX says there are 25 countries in FLEX program. So all of us gathered in DC, and it was an awesome experience for us to make new friends that will benefit us in the future,
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very
What
nice.
else? I traveled a lot in Montana too, been to different towns.
Well, and that was because in your high school, and remind me, what high school were you engaged with
Yeah,
here?
I go to Capital High School.
Very good,
Yep.
very good. And at Capital, I understand you were involved in the speech and debate team?
Yep.
Excuse
I was
me.
in speech and debate. So we don't have speech and debate back home. So I wanted to try something new that I can experience back home.
Sure.
So I chose speech and debate. So it's an awesome opportunity to improve your public speaking skills.
Yep.
Yeah.
Communication skills.
Communication
Absolutely.
skills, exactly, yeah.
And did I hear maybe you did well? You placed?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily, I don't know how it happened, but I was placed third in the biggest tournament in Montana's history.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a little bragging.
like a state tournament. You placed.
It was not state. It was just one of the regulars, but it was the
Okay.
biggest.
Okay, very
Because
good.
we hosted some students from Idaho as well, so it was pretty big.
Well,
I don't know
great.
how I did it, but it was really good.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. And I assume your takeaway, you did improve your communication skills.
Definitely.
Speaking in a second language as well.
Third language.
Third
I'd say.
language. Okay. All right. Good for you. What are your other two languages?
So first, our Kyrgyz native language is called Kyrgyz language.
Yes.
I speak because of my family and environment.
Sure. You're home.
And second is Russian language.
Ah.
So little history of Kyrgyzstan. So it used to be in Soviet Union,
Yes.
and during that time, like everyone used to speak Russian a lot.
Okay.
So that's how Kyrgyzstan speaks Russian as well.
I see.
That's my second language. Third English.
And
So
did you learn some English before you came to the country?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks to my teacher in Breaking Bad. Yeah.
So watching TV helped
Watching
you learn
TV
English.
shows, yeah, helped me a lot.
All right.
To
Great.
experience
Great.
to improve listening skills and to gain new vocabulary.
Well, very good. So, speech and debate at Capitol, and
Yeah.
what else?
So I did tennis.
Okay, all right.
That's the same thing with speech and debate.
Yep.
We don't play tennis as much, in Kyrgyzstan. So decided to try something new.
Very good.
was really
very
awesome,
Good.
yeah.
And that also helped you to travel a little bit because
Definitely.
the speech and debate team traveled, the tennis team traveled.
Yeah.
So very good. Good for you. Good
Thank
for
you.
you. Well, good. So you got to see a lot of Montana then.
Exactly. Yeah. Montana is really beautiful. I
Very
love
good.
Montana.
Very good. Well, Razul, share with our viewers a little bit about, I don't know, what surprised you about, you indicated earlier you may be a little anxious about coming, but what surprised you? What did you enjoy most about being in Montana?
Oh, first of all, I would say mountains. Yeah. I did not expect that Montana would be full of mountains just like Kyrgyzstan, But since I did not know Spanish, turns out Montana is the word mountain in Spanish.
For
Yeah,
mountains.
I should have
Yes,
known that.
yes.
So, lots of mountains. I feel like back home, you just look around and there are mountains everywhere. Feels like they're protecting you, Like gives you the feeling of protection and you know what I mean?
So a sense of comfort because
Sense of-
Kyrgyzstan, you also have mountains around.
Yeah. So 90% of the territory is just mountains. So
Oh, wow.
it's pretty similar.
Very
The
nice.
second part that surprised me a lot. There are so many people in Montana that had been to Kyrgyzstan
Oh,
before.
Okay.
That was such an surprising experience.
You met a handful of people that have been to Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Well, that's
Yeah.
neat. That's
Yep.
exciting. And what do you feel like you've learned that you'll take back? You mentioned this is a leadership program.
Yeah.
How will this experience make you a better? And I don't know what your aspirations are. I don't know what you want to do after school.
Yeah.
But how has this program helped you develop as a person?
That's a really great question. So, definitely I became more open-minded, and it is easier for me to make new connections with people and make friends.
Good.
Yeah. So I developed my speaking and communication skills, definitely.
Right.
And I became, I said open-minded, right?
Yep.
So back home, sometimes I used to be like, why would I try new things, I'm comfortable in my own zone.
Sure.
So I learned to be out of my comfort zone, Yeah.
Give us an example of some new things you tried here.
Speech and debate.
Sure.
Yeah, I
sure.
would never do it in
Speech and
Kyrgyzstan, but
But maybe some new foods, maybe some new experiences.
Oh,
Yeah, new people you hang out with. I don't know.
what are they? There are a bunch of them actually.
Okay.
It's hard to pick.
Sure.
I hang out with lots of theater kids.
Theater kids.
We don't
okay.
have theater
Yeah,
in Kyrgyzstan,
yeah.
so such
Sure.
a different change, and the whole educational system of US is different. So I had to adjust to it as well.
Sure. How
Yeah.
does it compare to the educational system in Kyrgyzstan?
I would definitely say they're different, But I feel like in US high school, there are more chances and there are more like choices of choosing different subjects that suit you well, you know?
Greater variety.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So like
What would be give us a taste of what classes you would take in Kyrgyzstan?
everything. So I would have like sciences as biology, chemistry, physics, informatics, like IT, you know, give
Okay.
you like basic stuff. Mathematics definitely. And we learn Turkish language as well, Russian, Kyrgyz, so languages. What else? But basically a little bit of everything.
Sure. Anything like, I guess I'm thinking of independent living skills or something for a trade, maybe, you know.
From ninth grade, we'll have economics. So that
Economics?
could be good. Yeah.
Okay.
And like social sciences. Yeah.
Very
But
good.
sometimes I think there's not much that actually like gives us skills, you know, that come in like use in real life.
Okay,
So
you do that outside of school. They give you the basic skills, and then you hone your trade outside of class. Very good.
Exactly, yeah.
Very good. Well, tell us a little bit more about the cultural difference. Did you find Montanans to be more friendly than Kyrgyzstan? I don't know. I've heard Kyrgyzstan folks are very kind and friendly, but any cultural differences that surprised you or maybe you were hard to adjust to? I don't know.
So people were definitely like seemed more friendly to me. I'm not saying that people in Kyrgyzstan are not friendly. They're
Sure,
friendly, but
sure.
in a different way, you know.
Okay.
So like people do not smile as much as here. Like here you can go outside and everyone will be smiling at you and waving at you, like, you know.
Sure.
Like I ride sometimes bike to school. And every time I ride bike and head to cross the street, people will be like waving at me and showing peace, all the signs, you know. It's really nice. Like I feel like that's the sense of community and the sense of unity in smaller towns. That like people know each other a lot. So like so I stay in a capital city back home.
So large city.
Huge, like 2 million people.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Okay. Yes.
So
yes.
there is not such a thing, you know.
No. We don't even have 2 million people in all of Montana.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Right. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So just being more rural
Yep.
was an adjustment, and you found the people to be friendly.
Yeah. What else? People are more like open.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it's easier to make conversations with people.
Did you find people when people learned you were from Kyrgyzstan?
They showed so much interest.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't think you might like you see lots of Kyrgyz people in Montana.
Okay.
That might be the reason too.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good.
But
Very
I'm
good.
always happy and really proud to share my culture, like every single opportunity that comes.
Well,
to
maybe we wrap up some thoughts by telling us, you know, for example, I know just a little about Kyrgyzstan, but what would you say Kyrgyzstan is most known for?
Definitely nature.
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 Beautiful
Beautiful nature,
settings.
gorgeous
Okay.
nature. Yeah, we have so much mountains, like breathtaking mountains. You know, so we have really they're really tall as well. You know,
Yes.
the highest point in Kyrgyzstan is like 24,000 feet.
Wow.
That's really like twice as big as the Montana one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have so many lakes, like mountain lakes. And the biggest lake we have in Kyrgyzstan is called Issik-Göl lake, and it translates as hot lake. You know.
Oh, does it have thermal?
Yeah. It doesn't.
Thermally heated? No.
Yeah, thermally heat a little bit, and it does not freeze at all during
Is that right?
during winter.
Did you find the weather close to what you experienced in Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like it gets, but right now I would say it's warmer in Kyrgyzstan than right now in
okay.
Montana. Yeah,
All right.
but overall it's kind of the same. Yeah.
Very good. Very
I'm lucky.
good. When you go home and you talk about your experience,
Yeah.
pretend I'm your friend in Kyrgyzstan who hasn't seen you in a year.
Yeah.
What would you tell me about your experience in Montana?
I would say Montana is a really beautiful state with really nice people, you know. And I would say that there are so many things that we don't do in Kyrgyzstan that I would do in Kyrgyzstan, right?
Oh,
Taking
some things
from
you'll
US.
take back with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first of all, root beer float. Definitely.
A root
Yeah.
beer float.
Yep.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, to start with that.
Okay.
And then
What else?
I would say start being like more open with people, you know? That's the thing I would say. Like the culture of small talk in US, I like it a lot, you know.
Oh yeah,
And people just start talking chatting, you know. Seems
Sure.
really nice.
Sure.
Definitely that. And holidays in US. I like Thanksgiving a lot. I like the meaning behind. I like the turkey too, you know. I would definitely like try to celebrate it in Kyrgyzstan with my family as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And giving gifts on Christmas too.
Uh-huh.
It's really awesome.
Is that a practice that's not so much in Kyrgyzstan?
No.
Okay.
It's not a. I would say we give a little bit of like gifts during New Year,
Yes.
not Christmas, because Christmas is not like widely celebrated in Kyrgyzstan.
Okay.
Because like most people in Kyrgyzstan are Muslim people.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's the reason. So.
Well, very good.
Yeah,
Very
thank you.
good. Well, I am glad you've had a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
Now, can I ask you this? The Flex program, does this mean there may be some American students experiencing Kyrgyzstan this year? Or do you know?
So like there is a program, is like as far as I know, it's called Flex Abroad.
Okay,
And right now, I guess the number of countries are kind of limited.
I see.
I guess you can go to like Czech Republic, to Kazakhstan and other countries, but not to Kyrgyzstan yet.
I see.
But I'm sure it will open soon, hopefully.
Sure,
Yeah, that
sure.
would be so cool to do everything I did here, but with American students in Kyrgyzstan.
Great.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome. That would be awesome. A true exchange.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let you wrap up. How would you like to? Is there any other folks you'd like to thank for your experience here in Montana?
Definitely, first of all, I would love to thank my host family for hosting me, providing me with everything, with food, shelter.
Sure, sure.
You know, just letting me experience this America, the Montana, you know, and definitely my school. Yeah, teachers in my school. Those are really supportive people, you know. Sometimes I struggled with some stuff that I didn't know, and they were really open to help me. Yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent. And like my friends, that everyone that I met helped me like in some way, you know. May not be directly, but definitely indirectly, you know, like all this stuff.
Sure.
So yeah.
Sure. Well, I hope when you go back to Kyrgyzstan, you'll encourage others to come to, whether it's Montana or come to the States in general, and just be
Definitely.
involved in this Flex program.
Yep.
I'm sure you'll be a great ambassador.
Thank you so much for you.
Razul, thanks for chatting with us today.
Yeah.
I'm going to close by slipping a hat on from Kyrgyzstan. Tell us about the hat.
Oh yeah. So, okay, my haircut is terrible. Yeah. So the head. As you can see, this looks like a mountain. This is the figure of mountain representing Kyrgyz mountains, Alatow. And you see this white? These represent glaciers on top, because we have so much glaciers, you know. We are lucky. And on my particular khalpak, this is called khalpak by the way, there is our Kyrgyz flag and our emblem. So Kyrgyz flag, little bit of Kyrgyz flag. So the meaning behind the red color is that this represents our ancestors' bravery and their blood shed during like fighting, protecting our lands, right? And in the middle, there's a sun, golden sun, representing prosperity. And as you can see, there are 40 rays of the sun representing for the ancient tribes of Kyrgyz people. Yeah, this is
Very
it.
nice.
Yep, this is awesome. You should get one on Amazon, definitely.
Get one on Amazon.
Yeah.
All right. Razul, thank you for spending this time with us. Thank you for coming to Montana. And we do hope you take a rich experience back with you and will make you a better leader in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting and letting me speak, you know, sharing my culture, my experience. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you, Razul. And thank you, friends, out there with this week's rendition of our Partner Spotlight, sharing it with Razul and the Flex program. We look forward to other students coming to our country and sharing this experience with us. See you next time.